Good morning, everyone. I want to talk to you about the tour I've just taken and how impressed I am at all the work that goes on here at the Hunts Point Market. But first, I got to talk to you about something very sad. For a lot of us at City Hall right now, there's a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain as people go about their work today. We lost a really extraordinary young man who was in the center of everything we do. Peter Wertheim, Chief of Staff to Deputy Mayor Glenn, passed away yesterday, suddenly. And for all of us, we're in a state of shock right now. Incredibly talented guy, someone who had the respect of everyone in City Hall, and had a warmth about him as well that drew people to him. And his role was a crucial one in the center of so much of what we do, and his future was unquestionably bright, just 39 years old. So we know the people's business has to continue today, and everyone's doing their best to stay focused on that, but we've lost someone who was not only a friend, but one of our most valued members of this team. I'd just like to ask everyone to please join me in a moment of silence for Peter Wertheim. Thank you. Well, this is exactly the kind of thing that Peter loved to work on, things that changed people's lives for the better, gave people a livelihood, gave families a chance to provide for themselves and move ahead. That's what I'm seeing here on this tour of the Hunts Point Market. It's absolutely extraordinary. You know, for a long time, the folks who run the market were saying to me, you have to see it to believe it. And you're absolutely right. This is one of the lifebloods of New York City. This market, literally feeds New York City. New York City could not run without the Hunts Point Market. And let me emphasize, that's so much of what people love about this city. New Yorkers and visitors alike. We love our delis, we love our restaurants, we love all the stores and all the different communities and all the different ethnic communities of our city that provide amazing products. All that runs through here. And the fact that we have 60 million tourists a year now, so many of whom come for the food, that wouldn't be possible without this market. Wouldn't be possible without the hardworking men and women who every day toil here, get up very, very early in the morning, do this good work. And the companies that make up the cooperative here, so many of them family companies that go back generations and have been committed to making this market work for everyone. So this is a very special place in New York City, but it's a place that very few people get to see. I had never got a chance to see it before today. And it's striking how much good happens here, even if it's under the radar. It's also an example of something that we believe in fundamentally, which is that we have to have an economy that works for everyone. We have to have an economy that's strong in all five boroughs. For too long, when you thought about jobs, when you thought about economic development, people just thought about Manhattan. One of the things that I most wanted to do as mayor was create a truly five-borough economy where jobs were growing everywhere. Jobs for every kind of New Yorker, and good-paying jobs. Well, here is one of the best examples you're going to find. So I went on the tour. Dan Kane said to me that, he reminded me, this is, we're in the poorest congressional district in the United States of America, literally. And yet, here at the Hunts Point Market are a huge number of good-paying jobs, quality jobs, jobs that people can have for a lifetime, union jobs. And this is an example of what we want to do more and more. create those high-quality jobs in every corner of the city. We know that this broader area of the Bronx went through so much over the years. We know how tough it was, but this market kept going. And now in better times, this market is an economic engine for the Bronx. As Dan said to me, 70% of the employees here come from the Bronx. So this is one of the places that makes the Bronx economy work, and we're going to keep supporting this market and strengthening it in a lot of ways. Let me just thank the folks who are with us. I want to thank all of the members of the co-op here who were so kind, and all the officials of the co-op who were so kind to show me around and give me the insight. From my administration, our Small Business Services Commissioner, Greg Bishop, our Transportation Commissioner, Polly Trottenberg, and the President of the Economic Development Corporation, James Patchett. Again, Daniel Kane, President of Teamsters Local 202. I also want to thank the Community Board Manager for Community Board 2, Ralph Acevedo, who's with us. Look, again, I want to just get the magnitude clear here. 8,000 jobs here at the Hunts Point Market. That's an extraordinary impact on not just the economy of the Bronx, but all of New York City. We are going to continue to invest to make sure this market can continue to be the best it can be, and to make sure it is protected. You know, I heard an amazing thing on the tour. This market has stayed open even in the worst storms. And a couple of years ago, we had the biggest snowstorm in the history of New York City. This market stayed open. People had to be fed. People work here felt it was their commitment to keep going no matter what. That's incredibly important for this city. We need to make investments to make sure the market runs and the market is protected from Mother Nature. So we have committed to $150 million for new buildings, for greater rail capacity, and we want to keep focusing on those products that come in by rail. They're not coming in on a truck. That means fewer trucks on our streets, less pollution. So we really believe in increasing the rail capacity here. And those resiliency efforts to protect against storms, to make sure the market is safe and our food supply is safe. That's what the $150 million is achieving. It's also allowing for the creation of 900 construction jobs and 500 permanent jobs, adding to the already extraordinary economic impact of this market. So, look, the bottom line is we believe in an economy that works for everyone. We believe in a 5-borough economy. We believe that hardworking people should be able to have a job they can actually provide for their family with. We believe it's our job in New York City to keep giving more and more people a shot at success. All of that is happening here at the Hunts Point Market. And I just want to commend everyone and thank everyone who's a part of this market for all you do for New York City. And now one other person I want to bring up who represents the market, represents this community, and is doing a great job in the City Council, Council Member Rafael Salamanca.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, Mr. Mayor. It's a beautiful day. Welcome to the Hunts Point Market. Welcome to the 17th Council District. As I mentioned earlier, this market is extremely special to me. My father worked in this market. He worked here for over 18 years. He was a local 202 member. That's through my father's job in terms of getting paid good wages and his health care. When my mom wasn't working, that's how my family survived. You know, that's how I got my eyeglasses. My sister got her eyeglasses. That's how we got our health care. And so this market, to come back and represent it as a council member, it means a lot to me. To know that this market feeds about 70% of the tri-state area in the city of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut means that this is a major food source for the city of New York and its surrounding neighbors. So it's important that we preserve this market. It's important that we keep the jobs here because, as you mentioned in terms of your stats, the amount of individuals that are employed here getting good wages is important for the Bronx and it's important for the city of New York. So with that, I welcome you to the South Bronx and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I want to also finally say this kicks off Bronx Week, and my team and I are very, very happy to be spending this week in the Bronx, focused on the concerns of Bronxites. We'll be traveling all over the borough, meeting with leaders, but also hearing from everyday Bronxites. And it's very, very exciting. We had an extraordinary experience in Staten Island a few weeks ago, and we know we're going to get an earful in the Bronx, but we're also going to find a lot of ways we can help the people of the Bronx and continue our focus on making the Bronx strong for the future. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. On the Bronx, we get you're full of corn.
Yeah. All right, brother. All right. This is good. No, and I'll see you later on at the restaurant. You guys have a plan. All right.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, pleasure. Nice to meet you very much. Glad you came back.
That's my card directly. I know you go through John, but you need me directly. Give me a call.
Which one is John?
John's my political guy.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah. Well, I go through,
a couple of envoys.
All right. Thank you. Good to see you.